Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, I have often said that Malam Buhari treats the Nigerian presidency as though he has won a lottery ticket, and this story that I am about to bring you cites a perfect example of that. So with that guys, I bring you this. Buhari's daughter uses presidential jet for personal engagement. So that's the headline. Buhari's daughter uses presidential jet for personal engagement. So now let's not see what the Buhari family is doing with the presidential fleet. A debate has been raging on social media following the decision of President Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired to allow his daughter Hanan Buhari to use the presidential jet. This is despite complaints by Nigerians that the budget of 8.5 trillion for the presidential fleet in the 2020 budget is too high. Hanan was conveyed by the presidential jet to attend the Durbar in Bauchi on Thursday. The president's daughter, who recently graduated with a first class in photography at Revenburn University, London, was said to have been invited by the Emir of Bauchi, Rewanu Adamu, as a special guest of honor. In photographs which have since gone viral on social media, Hanan could be seen disembarking from the plane and being welcomed by Gombe state officials. It was gathered that the Durbar was specially organized to avail the president's daughter the opportunity to take photographs of the traditional Durbar, Bauchi architecture, and other cultural sites in the state. As a professional photographer, Ms. Buhari is expected to document her experiences in pictorial form in her gallery. The incident has since sparked a debate on social media. Pro-democracy activist Enibehi Effiong described the use of the presidential jet by Buhari's daughter as an abuse of office and a waste of taxpayers' money. Buhari is only fooling himself and his supporters with this fake integrity, he added. Some Buhari supporters, however, said there was nothing wrong with the president allowing his daughter to use the presidential jet. So it's similar to your dad allowing you to take out the car for the evening to a party because you have done well in school, you come back with a good school report, and your daddy has said, okay, take the car and go and enjoy yourself with your friends, but don't come back later. And this is how they are using the presidential fleet in Nigeria. But apparently, according to Buhari supporters, there's nothing wrong with that. We continue. When contacted on the telephone, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said a statement will be issued soon. We will soon put out a statement, he said. By convention, only the President, First Lady, Vice President, Senate President, Speaker, Chief Justice of Nigeria, former presidents, and a presidential delegation are allowed to use the presidential jet. Recall that Buhari had before becoming president criticized past governments for misusing public funds. And this is really the thing. You recall that this Buhari, it was never out of the papers before 2015, criticizing everybody. Recall that this guy said there was no such thing as petroleum subsidy and it was all a fraud and a scam. But the petroleum subsidy now under his regime is now 1,000 times fold what it was in 2015. So why the petroleum subsidy is now 100 times what it was just at 2014 before he came into power? Why that massive unimaginable jump in petroleum subsidy, why that has happened is really beyond me, because the price of petrol has gone up in the pumps for the everyday man, but then the subsidy has also gone up 100 fold. So where is the correlation there? So it's either the subsidy is going up and the prices are reducing at the pumps, or the prices are going up at the pumps and then the subsidy is reducing. The two of them can't go up at the same time, but apparently under this Buhari regime, that sort of special magic can happen. So this is the guy also that went around saying that all these people going abroad for treatment is going to put a stop to it. And as soon, the very moment that this guy came into office, he went to London for all of his medical needs that he has been carrying since he was 17 till date, that we are cure every everything. The money has landed. So this is now the guy now that is now using presidential jets to do taxi service for his daughters. We carry on. The All Progressive Congress had promised to sell off some of the jets in the presidential fleet due to the high cost of maintenance. However, only 2 helicopters out of the fleet of 10 was donated to the Nigerian Air Force, whilst 2 presidential jets, a Falcon 7X executive jet and Hawker 4000 that were advertised for sale in October 2016 had yet to be sold as of the time of reporting. About 8.5 billion naira was allocated for the maintenance of the presidential fleet in the 2020 budget. So there you have it now. The presidential daughter is now using the presidential fleet as a taxi service to fly across the terrains of Nigeria, because of course they have not created any road for anybody to drive on, and they are too precious anyway to drive on roads. So these are people that go to the shops on helicopters and go to visit relatives in Bauchi in presidential fleets. Conversations in the comment section. Hypocrisy is really the theme of this particular video. What says you? The presidential jet as Kabu Kabu is now what we're discussing now within the Nigerian space. Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me what you are making of this hypocritical move, yet another one by the Malam Buhari regime, in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.